morning, welcome back to another vlog starting with fresh out of the shower, wet hair. Today is Wednesday, December 18th, and I am so close to the finish line of this semester, you guys. I have one final interview until January this afternoon at 3 o'clock, and I have one writing center meeting at 4. Then I have one meeting with my advisor tomorrow afternoon around noon or 12:30 or something like that, and then I'm free. And then I am free to enjoy my Christmas break, to not think about school, to not think about jobs, to not think about writing or I don't know, anything that has been the hyper focus of my mind for the last several weeks. So that being said, I have the questions ahead of time for this interview that I have in a few hours, and I have a lot of the answers sort of already prepped. I need to go ahead and transfer them to note cards, and this is a strategy I just love and I would swear by. I rarely end up looking up the note cards during my interview just because I feel like I have a lot of the answers memorized, but it's just so helpful for my anxiety to know that if I just get flustered or something, which does happen, I can quickly glance down at the note card, and that's great. And I also feel like writing out the answers by hand also helps like solidify them into my brain. So that being said, I am going to get started on these note cards and then get started getting ready for this interview. I'm obviously not gonna go into it with wet hair. Gotta blow dry my hair. I also am fighting off a bit of a cold, per usual. I feel like I've spent the entire month of December just feeling sick, and I feel like it's a combination of the stress, it's a combination of I'm around more people than I usually am, and especially being around my nephews who are daycare babies. Okay, have my hair done. I'm just letting it like sit like this for a second before I comb through the curls. Have my index cards done, and I have about an hour and a half before the interview. The worst part about interviews that are basically like any time after like 12 p.m. is just like the waiting. It feels like I'm sitting around waiting for it all day because I kind of am. I initially scheduled this meeting or this interview at this time because I thought that I had my writing center admin meeting this morning, because there was another option for me to have the interview in the morning, and I was like, oh, I'll just do it after. But now that other admin meeting got moved till 4. But anyway, it's fine. I am surprisingly not too nervous right now. This is a job, I feel like every place I've gotten an interview for, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited. This could be such a cool opportunity. This is one that, again, I feel excited could be a really cool opportunity. So I'm surprised I'm not like more anxious, but maybe it's just the fact that I'm like really tired and I feel like I have a few interviews under my belt, so maybe I have finally reached the point where things don't feel scary, which would be really exciting. But because I'm feeling tired and I'm not quite feeling like sharp, I think I'm gonna drink a second cup of coffee. The hair is, wow, got some volume. It'll fall a little bit. I normally really like the volume, but it's really a lot today. I'm gonna do my makeup here quick, get ready. I always like to practice talking through my answers a little bit so it's not the first time I'm saying them out loud. Then sign on and do the interview. I have my coffee right here. I feel so bad for my mom. I have drank so much coffee since I've been home, and espresso pods are like not cheap. And I'm like, Mom, I can pay for them, and she refuses. But I had like 2 cups a day. But when Zach was here, he had some coffee, so sorry, Mom. These are, I guess this is what you get, because you wanted me to stay home this whole time. I had to pay the coffee tax. When I do makeup for interviews, I don't do like a base or anything because you can't even tell that much on Zoom. I'm just gonna take it off right away anyway. So I just do this Tula under eye brightener, the Rose Glow and Get It. I love this stuff. And then literally everything else is Merit products. So Merit concealer, gonna do some Merit bronzer. I will do a Merit blush. It's just drugstore mascara. Something I do think about though is like people who don't wear makeup or need to do their hair, so largely men. How much time you save in your life. Like, I know I don't need to do this. Like, I like doing my hair, I like doing my makeup, but I also kind of feel like it's expected of me for an interview. Like, that's just like built into the time I attribute to things like this. And one way that I save myself time and like emotional labor is by wearing the same outfit for every single interview. I wore a different outfit once, and it was, which is gross, but it was truthfully because one of the interviews made me so sweaty because it was challenging that I couldn't wear it again the next day. I had to wash it. It's sort of like the interview outfit rule: if it's not broke, don't fix it. It just takes one like less thing I have to prep and think about, and like no one's gonna know if I'm wearing the same outfit. So it's just like a go-to white sort of high neck, nice little bodysuit, and then a green blazer over it. Okay, makeup is done, hair is done, outfit is on. All we are missing is some jewelry. So probably not surprised, but this video is in collaboration with Luisa, my favorite jewelry company ever, tried and true. I love them so much, been partnering with them for literal years. And I want to show you guys 2 new pieces that they gifted me and to talk about how they would make the perfect holiday or Christmas gift for anyone in your life. So first up are these super pretty earrings with some sort of like studs going down the front of the hoop, and then this nice little like triangle-ish shaped charm. I'm actually going to be giving these to my sister Carol. She said she doesn't really have any earrings like this that are perfect for like everyday wear and that are really good quality and won't rust or tarnish over time, which is exactly what Luisa's jewelry is all about. And I also got this necklace, which I'm going to be gifting to my sister Joy. This is so her. It's just so timeless, so simple, so chic. It goes with everything, perfect for everyday wear. And again, that's also what Luisa is all about. So I can try these pieces on for you, and I might actually wear them in the interview for some good luck. I'm taking out some other earrings that I'm also wearing from Luisa. Literally all the jewelry that I wear is from them. When I wear their pieces, I don't even think about them when I sleep at night. They don't hurt my ears at all. Other pieces are hypoallergenic, which is why I think they make the perfect gift. And they're also really affordable. Pieces start at only $39, which is a steal. And there's free and fast shipping everywhere in the US and really affordable shipping to everywhere else around the world. Okay, getting hot in the blazer. Gotta take that off for now. Gotta save the sweating for the actual interview. Just like the daintiest little chain. I love dainty jewelry. Okay, have these beautiful little earrings in. I am obsessed with these. My sister Carol is going to love them. The necklace is beautiful as well. It's like the perfect length. I love where it falls. If I was wearing like a deeper shirt, or even love just like laying it over something. Dainty, beautiful, timeless, and affordable. So by the time you're watching this video, the holidays / Christmas may have already passed, but it's not too late to order them now and tell someone that they have a gift on the way. Where I know a lot of people and some of my friends do like holiday gift exchanges once we get back to school in January. So check out the link in my description box to gift some of your friends, your sisters, your loved ones the most beautiful pieces that they are sure to love. I truly wear them every single day in every single one of my videos. So thank you so much to Luisa for working with me on this video, for gifting me these beautiful pieces that I will then in turn gift to my sisters. Now let's get into this interview. Interview is done. I feel so relieved. As soon as it was done and I closed out of that Zoom call, I was like, let's go. I feel like I did as best as I could based on the questions. It's just really hard to know what jobs want. If they want someone who does what I do, I think I did a good job conveying what I do. But they may just not be interested in my type of work, and that will be okay if they're not. I mean, I want them to be, but now I have 15 minutes until I have to hop into this writing center admin meeting. It's the last one. I will not be in this role as a graduate assistant, as an article writing workshop coordinator because I'll be on fellowship in the spring, which is really, really great. So yeah, we are wrapping things up. We are in the final stretch. Eating some cheese and crackers. Good morning. It's the next day, clearly. So last night after that meeting, my brother, sister-in-law, and nephews came over, and I also started to feel a little bit like garbage, which I thought might be happening. So I took a COVID test. It was negative. I just, like, anytime I'm feeling sick, especially if it's like involving a cough of some sort, we're gonna take a COVID test. I think the stress just like really was catching up to me. And I got 12 hours of sleep last night. I was asleep by 9:30 and I woke up at 9:30. It was immaculate. So today is a day with a meeting that I am dreading a little bit. I am going to have a meeting with my advisor to talk about chapter 3. I'm hesitant to even call it chapter 3 because what I sent him is so fragmented that I'm really, really scared for what he's gonna say. And my biggest fear is always that he's gonna tell me I need to like completely start over, and he never tells me that, but I'm always so scared of that. So yeah, the meeting's in a couple hours, so I'm just gonna take it easy this morning and try not to predict what he's gonna say. I had like really ambitious goals, as you all know, to get this chapter completely finished and polished by the end of the semester, which is Friday, but I did not anticipate having as many interviews as I had, or having like them make me as anxious as they did. So it is what it is. I'm most excited to catch up with him a little bit and tell him about the interviews, because I've like been checking in with him periodically, but he doesn't know all the details. I also want to tell him some specific questions I've been asked and ask him if he thinks my answers were coherent, or if there was like another approach I should have taken for the future. Anyway, after this I'm free. I'm like free. So this feeling like never gets old at the end of any semester in school, where you're just like, just that one more thing, and then I'm just like done. It's always such a good feeling. So I'm sure a lot of us are like right at that moment, or are just finishing things up, or have just turned in the last assignment as you're watching this. So I hope you're enjoying some of that freedom as well. I need to drink some water, drink some hot tea, drink some orange juice or something to help my throat a little bit. I think since I was just like stuffed up a little bit, I was like sleeping with my mouth open and like got really dried out, you know. But I also have to drink some coffee because, of course. I also haven't felt like reading at all for the past month like I typically read before bed. I have just been watching TV on my laptop. I've been watching a lot of AP Bio, which is like this comedy. I don't know, it's short, it just is really mindless. But now that interviews are done, I'm like, yeah, we can read again. So I'm gonna get back into What Happened to Kitty Carr on my iPad this morning and sip a nice little bevy. Okay, let's do it. Let's join the Zoom call and hope that my advisor doesn't tell me I'm totally on the wrong track with this chapter. Meeting done. My advisor was like, to be honest, I haven't had time to read the chapter in depth the way that I need to give you meaningful feedback. So we're gonna push things back to talking about the chapter after Christmas break and in January. And I was like, I'm more than fine with this. I clearly am a little sick and don't have full brain capacity. So we checked in on how job interviews have gone. I told him some specific questions. Yeah, and he was like, you've had X amount of interviews, my job here is done, you're good to go, which was very funny, and also like not true. So yeah, I'm officially free. We are free. Here's where I'll be till further notice. Okay, a lot later now. I've since read quite a bit of my book, watched some Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, ate dinner with my parents, and it's 6:45 now, and they are back at church. And I am wrapping some presents. I wrapped all the easy to wrap stuff, things that like are in boxes, and I have to wrap some stuff for my nephews, which I'm like dreading, because I feel like I can't put them in bags because, well, especially for like the 4-year-old, for Zion. He wants to open something. Getting a bag is so lame, but look at the shapes of these. The Spider-Man nightlight, like how do I even begin to open that? My mom was like, you could put it in a box. And I'm like, but that's not exciting to open up a box. So we might just have to try our best on that. And then another one's like this Spider-Man monster truck. He's really into Spider-Man. So let's get to work. It will work. Now this one I don't think will be as bad, but we're gonna have to use one of the big rolls. Once again, not too bad. Pretty proud of that one. Because, you know, a 4-year-old is just really gonna care. Just took a nice warm shower, and now I'm going to make some hot chocolate and watch a little Christmas movie. It is now time for bed. Gonna have such good sleep tonight, knowing I'm free of absolutely everything. So thank you all so much for watching these couple days in my life. And don't forget to check out the link to Anna and Luisa in my description box, and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. I will see you guys in my next video.